Everything was spoon-fed to you. Everything was so easy to understand. Nothing, and I mean nothing, had the climax of a Superman film that you hope for. At one point in time, I truly believed that WB was the most serious studio in Hollywood history. This studio has given us films such as the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Gravity, Book of Eli, I Am Legend, Edge of Tomorrow, Batman vs. Superman, Man of Steel, The Legend of Tarzan, the Harry Potter series, Batman vs. Superman, Batman 89, and the list goes on and on. However, the last 10 years has shown me that Warner Brothers is filled with a bunch of idiots. We have word regarding James Gunn's Superman, and can you believe that the studio is pushing for this thing to get into the Oscars? Things are about to get a little bit spicy, baby. Now, today's news is coming from Google. Although you can find an article related to this matter on comicbookmovie.com, my preferred site to get my news from, but I wanted to go to Google because I feel that Google has it perfectly laid out for me. Let's go. Warner Brothers has launched an ambitious Oscar campaign for the 2025 film Superman, directed by James Gunn. The campaign promotes the movie for top honors in major categories, not just the technical awards typically given to superhero films. All right, let's see. Best Picture, James Gunn, Peter Safran. Bro. Best Director, James Gunn. Best Director, what is these people smoking? Best Adapted Screenplay, James Gunn. This was messy. Best Actor, David Cornsweet, Superman, Clark Kent. Best Supporting Actress, Rachel Brosnahan. Best Supporting Actor, Nicholas Hoult. Wait a minute, let me go back to Best Supporting Actress. They have Isabella Merchant, how you say her last name, as Hall Girl. The only thing that she did was yell and scream. That's it. Yell, that's all. Come on. This is ridiculous. All right. Best Supporting Actor, Nicholas Hoult, Lex Luthor, Eddie Khadiji, Mr. Terrific, Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho, and Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. And none of them brought anything to the table to be in consideration for Best Supporting Actor. All right. Technical and craft categories. Best Casting. No, this was not the best casting. Best Cinematography. Oh my goodness. They actually went there. This film was ugly. What makes them believe that they can win that category? Especially with a film like Avatar, Fire and Ash on the horizon. Stop hitting yourself, man. Best Film Editing. No, this was a mess. Stop it, James Gunn. Stop it, Warner Brothers. Best Production Design. No. Best Costume Design. This is illiterate. Best Costume Design. Have you seen that ugly ass Superman suit? No. Best Makeup and Hairstyling. All right. Maybe the makeup on Metamorpho could get you into that category. But as for everything else, Best Picture, you are away from this by a long shot. Best Director, no. How's about we nominate James Gunn for a Razzie Award? That is what he deserves for Superman, a Razzie, not an Oscar. Best Adapted Screenplay. No, listen. I don't understand exactly why people feel that this movie was written good. It was not. Okay, if you think about the writing here, it doesn't even make sense. Even the plot of the film, the whole movie should have been Superman trying to figure out who Ultraman was, right? The moment that he said to himself, or could have said to himself if the writing was good, hey, this guy reminds me of a Kryptonian. That should have been the mystery of the movie. There was no mystery here to solve. Everything was spoon-fed to you. Everything was so easy to understand. Nothing, and I mean nothing, had the climax of a Superman film that you hope for. Okay? When it comes down to James Gunn's Superman, I feel that it is the worst comic book movie in the last 2 years. Let me see when the Marvels was released. Yeah, it's only right under the Marvels. They are close. They are kin, if you ask me. What went on in James Gunn's Superman is no different to what happened in the Marvels. The cinematography was the same. All right, the direction was the same. The storytelling was the same. A bunch of whining bitches. That's all you got from Superman. That's all you got from the Marvels. There's nothing to consider here in regards to James Gunn's Superman winning the Oscar. If anything, Sinners. All right, now Sinners, I agree. For every category that Sinners is nominated in, or should I say up for consideration in, it deserves it. Superman, on the other hand, it doesn't even deserve a nod. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? This film was not one that should be considered for any type of Academy Award. In fact, it should not be considered for no award ever to exist, except for a Razzie. That's it, a Razzie. The ending was trash, the cinematography was trash, the direction was trash, the screenplay was trash, everything about James Gunn's Superman was trash. All right, this is why I cannot take WBD seriously anymore. At one point in time, we got greatness from the studio. Now, you're getting mediocre at best. And when you finally get something that is mediocre, it's not even worth rewatching. Okay, you watch it one time and you're done. You are done. This whole DCU has gotten off to a bad start. What is going to be embarrassing is when they don't get the Oscar nod. When they leave it out of every category. All right? When they say, hey, nice try, WBD. Nice try, DC Studios. When that happens, it is going to be laughable. And people are going to say, hey man, they could have gave it this. No, it doesn't deserve to be in any type of consideration in regards to that of the Oscars. You have to actually try to get into the Oscars. You can't come with this half step as DC Universe and expect to be awarded for it.